Well, hello everyone, and I have some very juicy photos to share with you. They were shared with me by a tourist who was at the Giza Plateau in 2016, and we are going to look at the Sphinx. Inside the Sphinx, it's weird, there seem to be some bones in there. We're going to look at, as you see, the bent pyramid. We're going to look at the Cheops pyramid. We're going to look at the conservatory, some imagery you have never seen before. And we are also going to look at, yes, the Sphinx and some funny rocks. So let's get to it. And yes, I am doing it this way because I want to show you the high quality. I love doing it with the camera as well. I get to do drama like throwing the pen at the screen, as you saw. But this way shows you the quality. So yeah, we have to sacrifice some things, for the benefits of science. And just look over here. What is going on here? Did they try and split this rock? So this here, the first thing is from the bent pyramid. So we're looking at that funny pyramid of supposedly Khufu's ancestor. And we see here straight away some, on this rock, some funny things going on. Here as well. They're holding up this wall with... So it looks like a carpenter was here to hold up the wall, stop the pyramid actually falling. Is this where the top of the pyramid joins or something, the bend or something? Interesting. Yeah, okay, so obviously some of the sandstone is split away there. Very nice. What's happening here? So... when we solve this, we'll solve whether or not they're geopolymer or not. What are these? What are these doing in the rock? That's a bit weird. And here we have just a beautiful finished structure of this limestone. Limestone, obviously a pretty soft rock. We see the holes in the limestone. We see what Davidovits would call different mixes. Very interesting. Here we see... Again, it's holes in the limestone. I don't know if natural limestone forms like this. I guess it does in caves, maybe, but it looks so rough and ready. Like, why would you use limestone like that? It's a bit weird. Again, the face of the pyramid, very nice. And now we've switched, and now we're inside the Cheops grotto. So this is the Cheops pyramid in 2016. So here we see this seam between the rocks. What's going on with that? Why does the room appear to slant away? Now, this room is obviously extremely unfinished, or is it? I'm not quite certain myself what's going on, what's supposed to be represented here. If you ask me, it's unfinished because it's just not done. It doesn't look very good at all. What's that there? Is it a light or something? Let me see. Hard to tell. Pretty low resolution, I guess. Yeah, but interesting. So interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next photo. And again, there's some funny thing. Oh, that's just the shadow of this. There. What's that? That looks like a throne or something. Very interesting. Here we have a few people clambering over the stones saying, "Hey, I am king. I am now the king of the Egyptians." Here we see some shaft. Is that the robber shaft? That looks like a very precision piece of stone to me right there. Again, still in the Cheops grotto, we're looking at... this is there's a doorway here. Yeah, and you see all this electronic stuff has been hooked up. Like, what is that stuff? Is that humidity, temperature sensors or something? Well, it's not going to change in the pyramid, I can guarantee you that. So what the hell is that? Don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay. And here we see the precision blocks of what looks to be... That's the king's chamber, isn't it? Or the queen's chamber. No, it's the king's chamber because doesn't the queen chamber have a kind of dip in it? A kind of arch. So that's the king's chamber. And as you see, it's kind of a narrow room, but long and tall. So it gives the appearance... It gives sort of a sort of serenity, a sort of serene-like feeling to it. Wow, have they just reused Cheops original? Wait, what? Do you see what's happening here? What? Do you see what's happening here? Did the archaeologists use this to build... Do you see what's happening here? Have the archaeologists used this thing to repair the pyramid, or, which doesn't make any sense, because why would you? Or did Khufu use this to build the pyramid, or was it used to repair the pyramid? That is a smoking gun. That the pyramid was built after whatever this inscription says. So you know what? I want to read it. I want to read this inscription. So I actually can't. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. So here we have basically is the snake. Let's look over here. So it's is that Khufu? Does that actually say no? It says nfn. Okay, let's look over here. There's another cartouche right there. So let's zoom in on that one. I can't quite make it out. I can't make that out. Let's look over here. But yeah, this is extraordinary. I mean, what the heck is going on here? This is a smoking gun that Khufu didn't build the pyramid. That it's built or tampered with later on, but that doesn't make any sense. We know it's incredibly ancient. Like, this makes no sense to me whatsoever. Archaeologists wouldn't be dumb enough to do something like this. Use a stone like this in the rubble. Why would you do something like this? Are there any more cartouches? Is that one there? There's a lion. I forget what a lion is. The wavy line is N or M, just like our alphabet, by the way. It's from Egyptian. Yeah, I can't quite make out this king, but it wouldn't take too long to find out. That could be the mouth, which is R. So, yeah, I give up on that. But that is a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Okay, so that's at the entrance. So, yeah, so obviously people are like, hell yeah, we're at the pyramid and we want to go inside and have a look. And this bloke here is obviously saying his prayers, and then or trying to get inside. And what can we see here? It looks underwhelming, doesn't it? I mean, why would you have this rubble of stones, and then these two very well done stones here, I mean, as a nice entrance. And by the way, they say this is itself a hieroglyph. It means horizon or something like that. And here we see some interesting, wow, that's really fun. That's really fun, isn't it? That's, like, why would you do that? I mean, wow, that's a lot of work. Oh, that's a lot of work. And here we have some more. Again, it looks like it looks just as eroded as the Sphinx complex, isn't it? Which that it actually might be that, because we're now at a valley temple at Giza, the Kefren Valley Temple. So this is Khafre's Valley Temple. This is the nice one. Now, we don't have any Khufu Valley Temple. I don't think it's actually been discovered yet. It's under someone's house in Cairo. But we have Menkaure and we have Khafre. So we have statues from them, but that's why we don't have Khufu statues, because that's where the statues were found, in the valley temples. And here we have again, it's Kefren Valley Temple. This appears to be a kind of drain or a trapdoor or something like that, but it's been bricked up. So much going on at Giza. Also, it's been cemented up. Do you see that? That would have been done by that French guy. I forget the name, but he cemented up the Sphinx in the early 20th century to prepare it for tourism. They saw that it's going to be opened up as a tourist place, And here we have the granites, and these are apparently radioactive. Robert Temple speculated these people would get radiation poisoning, apparently, if they spent too much time here. And now there's a conservation centre there, so we're going to check that out and look at all the beautiful artifacts there. So here we have a Sphinx. And yeah, this is stuff like you can't see anywhere. Like, I've never seen this Sphinx before. It's from the Khufu Museum. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Where were we? There. And there we have there's two of them. There's two of these Sphinxes. This woman's saying, if only Zahi Hawass would have let me dig there, I would have found the Holy Grail. And she's thinking, why is he stopping all my discoveries from happening? Why? And here, this is a tool they use to cut the rocks up for export and sale, all the inscriptions and stuff. And here is another tool that they are using to irradiate ancient parchments to make them erode faster. And over here is another tool for magnification, obviously. A helmet also for getting down into the pyramids. Interesting, isn't it? Refrigerator for snacks. Wow. What else do we see here? Okay, so this is a nice, lovely little... okay, so this character has the Ankh. They have long fingers. They look weird. And some glyphs, words we don't really understand too well. Even when this is, I got to tell you, even when Egyptian is translated, it makes little sense to us. The translations are not good because they don't know anything about the slang, and the translations are very bad. They're the worst translations of any language you've ever seen. Like, they make no sense. They're repetitive. They haven't quite got the knack for translating it, I believe. So here we have the cobras. Very interesting. Here we have some figures. Fascinating. Just fascinating, if you ask me. Here we have some just amazing glyphs. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Here we have more amazing glyphs. And the thing is, right, this is stuff that was found at Giza. So these must be from the valley temples, I suppose. I mean, what else would they be from? They do look to be in limestone. I gotta say, are these from? Are these? Oh, these could be the two sphinxes that were guarding the Sphinx. Recall that earlier video? There were two sphinxes guarding the Sphinx. The kings, here we have cartouches, but it doesn't say who they are. Instead, there is the king depicted in the cartouche. Wow, okay. Yes, okay. I wonder if these are the inscriptions. I wonder if these are casing stones. Are these... Look, they don't look very thick. Are these casing stones? These are the writings that were on the pyramids. I mean, do you see? He's saying this. This is look. This is the Torah bright limestone. These are the casing stones. What else would they be? These must be the casing stones that Herodotus described. He said there was writing all over the pyramids, revealed first time on the Charles Cost channel. I mean, there's nowhere else you're going to see all these amazing discoveries. People, tell your friends. These are casing stones. Look at them. Or are they facades from a wall, from a temple? Fascinating. I'd love to have some really nice Old Kingdom writing from Khufu's era. Wow. Damn. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, obviously this is a kind of staff god. And we see... This is the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. This is a kind of this fellow is he's riding a magic serpent, and then it wants to talk to this serpent here, and in between them is the Milky Way and life. So you see, this is what's happening at Stonehenge, I believe. This is what's happening. This is the staff god, but he's holding two-legged things, but these are ears of wheat. So this is some kind of fertility god. This here is the world serpent wrapping around this. That's the sun or the world, the eyes of the cosmos looking on. And this character is, I guess, the sun, because the sun is fertilizing the wheat. And over here we have the king of... would you say? I guess that's the king of Lower Egypt, the Delta. And if this was, and where's the Upper Egypt crown? I'm not sure if it's here. It's supposed to be in there. I don't see it there, which, okay, shows me that when this was built by a king of Lower Egypt. So this may not have been built by Khufu, because Khufu was king of both Upper and Lower. That is fascinating. A new type of staff god. Well, the discoveries just never end. And so we've got, this just keeps going and going. I should have split this up into more videos, but we'll keep it one video because I've got so many topics to show you. But yes, again, just fascinating. And look at those stones. Look at that. That is unbelievable. Some of that is must be. Let me see. He didn't label it, but the color is the base of the Khufu pyramid. There is one layer of pink stone, and as we know in the Menkaure pyramid, there is also this sort of pink stone. So just looking at it is just unbelievable. Like wow. Here we have obviously the Sphinx, the Sphinx stela, and it's in terrible condition. That after the 19th century and 20th century, that the villagers apparently broke off bits and to put in the baby's cot so the baby would grow nice and big and strong because there was some kind of fertility thing going on. And obviously it's the dream stealer, and the bloke said, I had a dream, and in my dream all sphinxes were created equal, and so I had to excavate the Sphinx and make sure the Sphinx was treated well, and the Sphinx said, thank you, my son. And finally we're in the Sphinx. This is what the video is about, what we've been waiting for. So yeah, so this is inside the doorway of the Sphinx. We see some bones. I should be. I'm going to turn into mud fossils and say, here we have. This is the arteries. This is the tendons. You see the tendons here. Yeah. So then we're going to go, and whoa, there we go. This was the focus of the video. I mean, this is so nice. So this is looking into the top part. So there's two compartments, and this is you crawl in that hole that's in the thumbnail, and then you go up here and you see this, and there would have been a ladder here to get into the head, I believe, the head of the Sphinx. No, actually, that's not true. I don't think the head is connected to the back. No, they're not. The head is accessed from behind the ear. This is merely just you see this and you see this from the back. So there's one room and then there's another room. And so this is all this ancient rock, and who knows how old it is. It looks like it's been chiseled away, maybe. Those chisel marks there. Let's take a closer look. I'm not quite sure, actually. Not quite sure. And there we go, the hole in the Sphinx, and as you see, they get the carpenter to make this door for it and stuff, and yeah, interesting. And yeah, okay, so this is another thing I wanted to show you. Like, is this? It looks kind of new to me, almost, does it not? So I'm wondering, did they copy the old marks when they made these new stones, or was it always like this? And the answer is, nobody knows, not even the archaeologists. If you even ask the archaeologists about this, it's been restored so many times. Who's got a clue anymore? Who's got a clue? Yeah. And, yep, a Sphinx stone. Very weird indeed. And, again, the dream stealer. And that is the photos. I hope you've really enjoyed that look at the Giza Plateau in 2016. A little bit more coming up regarding the excavations in the Giza pyramid, which have also been shared with me. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.